at ESPN. Just a question for either. The options appear to be independent in 2018 or go to the Big Sky in the FCS. Is there another option that you're considering, or are those the only two options?
This is President Staben. Those are the two primary options. Although there is still flux amongst various NCAA conferences at this point, we don't know that there would be any other conference available to us, and we can go independent, and we have an invitation from the Big Sky.
How long do you anticipate before you have a decision on what your future is going to be?
The invitation from the Big Sky is until May 4th, and so we anticipate sometime before then we will decide on whether to accept that invitation.
Is there a possibility you would leave the Sun Belt before 2017?
No, at this point we anticipate playing through the fall 2017 football season. Rob, do you have anything you'd like to add on that?
I think you're correct, Dennis. I think it's important that the university puts itself in a position to evaluate all the options out there. We are committed. We told our football team we're going to
that doesn't work independent? How are those two options being weighed?
Michael, Sean, we're going to continue to do our due diligence and gather all the information possible so we can make the best possible decision. I really don't think we have one option that's preferred over another. We need to, again, do our due diligence. We certainly had expected that this decision would be on March 10th, and so it's happened earlier. It allows us to start evaluating our options earlier.
This is Sean Kramer from the Spokesman Review. President Staben said the Big Sky offer was May 4th. Is it possible that you could ask the Big Sky to keep that invitation on the table for longer so you have more time to decide?
Chuck Staben. Yes, we could always ask the Big Sky to extend that offer. At this point, though, that is the offer that's on the table.
Any more questions?
Rob, how does this impact discussions with Petrino? Does his contract get reworked if you go down to FCS?
You know, we are in the Sun Belt for the next 2 years, Michael, Sean, so we have some time to work through that issue.
Anything else?
Yeah, Dave from the United States again. Just wanted to ask, I know you said you're doing due diligence. You probably might not even have an answer for this, but with there being kind of unknown future and stuff like that, have you discussed players being able to, if they want to go somewhere else or whatever, if they're have you discussed that? If there be a penalty or anything like that?
We've certainly had conversations. We understand the rules. We again are in the Sun Belt for 2 more years. We're going to play that option out. And we feel that we are protected, that the student athletes would certainly have a right to request a transfer, but it would be through this normal transfer process.
Good, thanks. Rob, Sean Kramer again, I know in the past you kind of expressed a hope and maybe a need for a new FBS conference out west. Is that something you're perhaps going to talk with some other ADs and commissioners about here in the next 2 years?
Sean, we'll explore all options, and I really believe that there is an opportunity out west for another type of league. This is another challenge for our department, certainly, but it's not a challenge that we haven't faced before, and we'll work through it and select the best option moving forward for the University of Idaho. What we will do in the future is we will control our own destiny, and that's one thing that we're going to really put at the forefront here is being able to control the next move, because we've been in this reactionary mode for too long, and so it's very important for the University of Idaho to control its decisions, which will include evaluating all options.
This is Dennis Patchen again. Dr. Staben, you said in January that the going independent doesn't look attractive to me. Does it look more attractive today with this news?
Independent is a very difficult status, and so we, as Rob has said, as I've said, we will evaluate options, but we've been independent before. It's not an easy way to schedule your games and maintain a program and ensure stability, so that will be a factor in our consideration.
Anything else? Hey, thanks everybody. I apologize for